All right. Thank everyone for coming. My name's Gamer John. You can just call me John. And we're picking up here with Bob's playthrough. Unfortunately, there's been some updates with script extender for Fallout 4, so we'll see how everything goes. I'd rather get on here and start streaming something for everyone to watch. Hope everything's going to be okay. Oh, it's definitely not. Oh. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch over to, I'll be right back while I go in here and try to fix this real quick. let's try this again. So welcome back. Fortunately, there were some updates, so did end up running into the fact I had to go in and download some updates for some of my mods. Let's see here. Well, that's working. My configuration menu is not functioning, but that shouldn't be anything that I need to worry about. I already got all the mods set up. So anyway, so back to the stream. Once again, I'm Gamer John. You can call me John, and we're back here with Bob. We're watching as he continues going through the Commonwealth. Yeah, let's see here. All right, so suppress immunity. Oh, we gotta level up. Let's do that. Let's get that unarmed up as soon as possible. Toughness wouldn't be the worst idea, but other agility. 6. So up to 7. That's going to end up helping us get some more endurance. Let's see, what time is it? Ooh, midnight. Let's so I don't know how long it's going to actually let me sleep in this one. All right. I did end up turning off the music and everything in the game just because, well, if I end up wanting to load this up somewhere else, well, that's a problem. So hopefully we'll be able to keep everyone happy here with the commentary. I'm actually not going to carry any right away. I'm going to carry a couple Rad-X. I get in trouble when I carry around right away. And it's 10 stem packs. He's got some of his drinks. He's got some shotgun shells. Alright, let's head on out. So this is a survival game. It's pretty minimalistic as far as our HUD's going to be concerned. It's fairly dark playthrough. Don't want anyone walking in taking my car. And it crashed. Lovely. Alright. Bear with me a minute. I'll relaunch that. Probably just technical difficulties after the update, like I said. Right back in here. It's right after our nap. If that does happen again, I will go ahead and have to call it quits as far as Fallout 4 for today, but we'll see about doing something else instead. All right. Just drop off some of our junk like we did before. All right, once more. There we are. Now, Bob just got finished saving those folks over at, what's the name of that place again? I've done this so many times and yet. Concord. Concord, right? Yeah, Concord. Jeez. Just got finished saving those people and they want to come set up shop over here at Sanctuary. Let's go see how these folks are doing. Let me turn up the audio here just a little bit. Alright, oh, there's one of them. And there's some more. Okay.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Sure, I guess.
You've got to look past what it is to what it could be. We've got water, plenty of space. Should be pretty defensible. I can see it. Garden plots over there, some snug shelters. Hell, maybe even electricity.
Do you really think that's possible?
Yeah, I do. Not easy, not by a long shot. But it is possible. I've seen people come together to build a better world. That's what the Minutemen were all about, before it all fell apart. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
I wonder
And
why.
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
Bob's the hero. He can't,
I'd be glad to help.
can't
That's
not
fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
You call this place sanctuary? Cemetery seems a little more appropriate.
Hey, do you have a moment?
Sanctuary.
I wanted to
I
thank
knew
you
you'd join us
for
here,
helping us
kid.
out in
Your
Concord.
energy is tied to this place.
If only we'd run into you sooner.
It all worked out in the end.
No, our problems aren't so simple. My son, he's gone.
And Sturgis, of course, needs to shove me around a little bit.
That's awful. No parent should have to lose their child.
No, they shouldn't. I just keep thinking, maybe I could have done more. Anyway, thanks again.
Now Bob is sad. Let's see here. We saw Sturgis. He was just knocking us around. There he is.
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Alright. That's finally getting light enough out. So he wants some beds. And I do use some settlement cleanup mods, so do end up with possibility of accidentally getting rid of something you may not want to, so you gotta be a little bit careful.
How are you getting along? Just fine. It's nice to finally settle down.
I think this place will do just fine. And I may get more into the actual settlement building in the future. Right now, I think Bob's just mostly concerned about making sure these people have a place. Nope, not the foundation. That they're going to be able to stay in. Without getting too much rain on their heads. You know what I mean? Alright, a few more things I think he wants to clean up in here. There's another mod. I mean, I got plenty on here, but you know, Bob, he's a scrapper. He knows how to break things down. He knows how to build things for the most part. I'm thinking in maybe future games I do. If I have a character who's not, you know, building's not their thing. There's a mod I've used before on my own called Sims Settlements. That's a heck of a mod because they can do all kinds of things with these settlements. You basically can set up, you know, give them basic direction, you know, what kind of settlements you want the settlement to be. It's like, oh, I want you to be agriculture, and I want you to be, you know, manufacturing kind of settlement. Let's put the laws in here. Hold on. It's not. Should have someone maybe out here. No. There's raiders and whatnot. We should keep everyone kind of together. Don't want to have someone separate from the group. Yeah, Sim Settlements mod it's powerful stuff. I mean, you set up. You basically don't want to do anything with it, with the actual places themselves. You want to just kind of leave them be. Marcy. before we do anything else. Oh gosh, darn you, Marcy. June, get out of the way. Get out of the way. You set up like a leader. Codsworth can be a leader of a settlement. I think you have to at least unlock them as a companion, though. But what they'll do is they'll start, turning places into like actual settlements, and you'll get NPCs. Whoops. Well, that's how that goes sometimes. Get caught up trying to clean up stuff. Don't look too bad, right? That's pretty awful. Let's see what I can do to fix it a bit. At least get rid of the floating bits. But yeah, like getting the castle and then setting up to be like a legitimate kind of base for the Minutemen. To Preston, you get them over there. And they'll just set it up. They'll fix stuff up. They'll build new buildings. You got some say in it though. Like you can go there and you can say, hey, I want you to actually go do this. Put someone else somewhere else. But then you run the risk of the mod changing them back. So it really depends. Like, what's your level of control that you're looking for? That's not so bad. And you can use the Sim Settlements mod and not assign like mayors, leaders, whatever you want to call them. And you can still do really cool stuff. Set up little shops. The shops and the homes will grow.
Some days are harder than others. But even the hard days get easier.
Sturgis.
Great.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits.
May
What
do
we
a
need
more
now is a
intensive
reliable
playthrough
source
that
of clean
actually
water.
Goes around that. I'd want to start the game with it though.
What do you mean?
Redstone
Like a
coming.
well. Then we don't have to keep drinking the river water. That stuff's not good for you.
Ooh, snow. Radioactive snow, probably? Probably. I do use a vivid weather mod, so I think I have it set to autumn type weather. So we're going to get a little bit of this and that. We'll see. It'll be my first time actually playing with that one. Ooh. The weather is really coming in. And then let's put one. I don't like putting all my, like just lining up all my resources like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you have two wells tapping the same water table? Oh, where'd he run off to? He's probably hammering on a wall somewhere. There he is.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Alright, now I know we got some already started. Alright, got Marcy on. Gonna have to use some of your gourds. Nice little starting garden, but stuff just gets in the way. I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe I should have went ahead and left the sim settlement on. Of course, again with all the issues I've been having with updates, maybe it's a good thing I don't have it on right now. You know, one more thing kind of situation. Alright, plant some melons. Okay, good. Diggy darn, I don't have it. Let me go check. See if I left any over on the APC. Oh yeah, I leveled up. Bump unarmed up to 80. Couple more in engineering. See if that got us anything special. Ninja, you can sneak. Melee sneak attacks. Range sneak attacks 3 more. Melee sneak attacks do 5 times damage. Maybe something to do later on. Let's do Lead Belly too. We'll see if we left any goodies over here at Red Rocket. Some stuff. Banani. Animal food. I got the dog with me? Hello, dog. Dog to you.
Hey,
The dog will pick up stuff without you telling it to, so do I need to check where we are now and then? Got some fungus. Let's see. Well, used to play on the console, PS4, so pretty limited mods. Basically had to, since Sony, they didn't want to allow the introduction of new assets. You know, modders had to work with just what they had, which is fairly limited. But you know, they do. Modding community on there had some pretty decent stuff. Happy to say. Here we go. That's Jane. Hi, Jane. One of the many Garruses walking around. Drop these off. Sadly enough, they don't actually provide nutrients. I'm going to see if I could change that in the in-betweens. See about, there's a mod that can make those actually provide nutrients. Assuming that's Bob. That's what Bob does. There's Gene, there's his dog.
Hey there.
He's
Nice dog. But he looks lonely. Don't you think he could use a playmate?
I don't think I have.
why are you selling her?
Oh, I don't want to. But I love dogs, and I gotta make a living somehow. So I raise them and sell them. I'm always blue for weeks after I sell one. But then, I get myself a new puppy and start all over again.
Alright, let's see if Bob can sweet talk his way into getting
got a
new
deal.
puppy.
Oh, yeah. You
Sure.
sure? I mean, she's a great dog. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to sell her to anyone who isn't going to take good care of her.
Bob is...
I'll take good care of her. Don't worry.
You know what? I changed my mind. I don't think I want to sell her
Yeah,
just
no,
yet.
Bob, I'm sorry. You're a good guy and all, but you're not gonna probably make it as far as, convincing anyone of anything. He thinks Gene was actually quite rude. He's more than willing to... give her a nice home, but... seems he ain't having it. Alright. Well, we need to go find some more food. Heck, I need more food. I think I'm thirsty too. Yeah, okay. Some caffeine. Need some food though. Bob, let's drop a nap real quick. See if this snowstorm will pass. Nope. Alright, Doug. It's up to us to go find some food that they can plant. That's a trench coat. That's not food. That's a safe. Yeah, let's see what we got in the safe.
Yes.
Let's go. Well, there's bound to be a trader somewhere that has food, so we just need to find him, right? Right. Stuff. Let's go in here. This place already has more scrap than that darn vault. Made it. I'll check there in a minute. Quite the scene. I don't see nothing of value over there. Let's go check out topside. Maybe we'll find some eggs, and then they can grow birds, right? Bob's not too sure how that works. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alright, and it's a whole lot of nothing. Oh, okay, we're gonna be brave. Alright, just like the mine shaft. Ow. Okay. Alright. Didn't hurt ourselves, did we? Yeah, not seeing a whole lot of none over here. It's a lot of snow. What'd you find? What'd you find? Where is it? It's in the house I was already going into. Thanks. It's a bed. Oh, hey. Yoink. Oh. Bob loves this place. It's got all kinds of goodies. A few caps in the dryer. Batteries. Soap. Bob doesn't personally touch the stuff, but you know. He knows other people like it. Houses seem like a good idea. Find food, right? People used to eat food. Let's check upstairs. Oh. No. About to die here, folks. Oh! Yep. Oh, darn. Oh, what a terrible dream. Finding food. Gotta find food for him. Yeah, bluegrass. Stairs. Where is it? Dove right off. Where am I? Oops, get me. Oops, get turned around. It's turning me around. Tired. I've been taking naps.
Don't come any closer, friend. This doesn't concern you.
Please, help! They're going to kill me!
Shut up!
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
Fat chance. This synth has been watching us for weeks, knows everything about us. We let this thing go. How long before it comes back with its Institute buddies to put us down? Why the hell would we risk that?
Because you are so what the Institute cares about.
You need to let him go. Think about it. If he meant to hurt you, wouldn't he have done it already?
No,
Maybe
welcome to the
he's
stream.
just biding his time. I don't know, and I don't care.
I'm
But
Gamer
this
John.
thing
You can call
is
me
not
John, though.
walking away from here.
Playing some Fallout 4 here. This is Bob. Good looking guy right there. Doing a survival run here. Let's see here.
If he was with the Institute, don't you think killing him would just make them madder? Let him go. It's safer that way.
That's a risk I'm willing to take if it means one less synth in the world.
Bob's a hero. He's got to save people, so...
You don't need to be afraid of the Institute. You let him go, or I'll kill you both myself.
Like hell you will.
No! Oh, jeez, Bob. How are we doing? Full health. Nuka-Cola.
Please, we can work this out.
The Institute planted this thing to watch us. They have to know they can't get away with this shit.
2 seconds. Don't shoot him.
Just kill him and be done with it.
Let me go. I swear, you'll never see me again.
You ain't gonna rat us out.
Maybe fed yet?
Go to the Institute. Don't come any
Says, yeah.
closer, friend. This doesn't concern you.
Please, help! They're going to kill me.
Shut up.
Look, I'm sure we can work this out. No one has to die.
Fat, we let this thing go. How long before it comes back with its Institute buddies to put us down? Why the hell would we risk that?
You need to let him go. Think about it. If he meant to hurt you, wouldn't he have done it already?
Maybe he's just biding his time. I don't know, and I don't care. But this thing is not walking away from here.
If he was with the Institute, don't you think killing him would just make them madder? Let him go. It's safer that way.
That's a risk I'm willing to take if it means one less synth.
I like the fact that he's gonna try to be persuasive.
You don't need to be
be a
afraid of
hero.
the Institute.
But he just
You
can't,
let him go.
for whatever reason,
or
get
I'll
people
kill
to
you both
see
myself.
Like hell
what's
you
really
will.
going on. Bob is just not tough enough. It's a little disheartening.
They have to know they can't get away with that shit.
You gonna do it or not?
Please, you don't have to do this. You know me.
You ain't gonna rat us out of the Institute. Don't come any closer, friend. This doesn't.
Please.
Look, I'm sure we...
Fat, we let this.
Sure.
Why the
Let's see
hell?
if we can he
You
even
need to let him go.
have
Maybe
a
he's just
chance
fine.
of beating these guys.
If he was with the Institute, don't you...
That's a risk.
Hey,
You don't need to be afraid.
Like hell you.
Uh-huh.
Please, don't let me die.
oh man. No, 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 no.
Annoying. Don't come any closer, friend. This doesn't concern you.
Please.
Shut up.
Look, I'm sure...
Fat,
Uh-huh.
we let this. Why the hell?
You need to let him go.
Maybe he's just biding his.
Uh-huh. If he was with the Institute,
Try
don't you think
every
killing
time.
him would just make
Oh,
them
my
madder?
face.
Let him go.
That's a risk.
You don't need to be afraid of the Institute.
Like hell you will.
If that's
Why is this guy so tough? Jeez. I don't know. I know it's survival mode. I've played it several times, but I've never seen that guy take 3 point blank shots and a dog attack to take down. That's nuts.
Just find a nice spot of ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will be a great change for us.
I always prefer spike or bleed damage for the most part.
Seems to be growing well.
Yeah.
I just want to trade a few things.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
Pretty sure that's supposed to be enough. Food, it says only 4, but... Well, alright then. Fine, I guess it wasn't enough. Let's get a few hours sleep. We're retired, so nice long sleep. Yeah, seems that weather's moved on. It's good. Telling me to go out and find a bit more food. Oh, don't you whine at me. Those elevators, no food in them. Elevators, no food. Oh, jeez. Refrigerators, no food in them. I think is what you meant to say, John.
Yes?
Hi.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, wise ass. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Let's see what you have.
I got a little bit of everything.
Let's see here. Sell off some of my spares. Now, do you happen to have any food? So I look through your weapons. Heavy armor. Chicken pesto pasta. Oh, I can't really do tar berries too easy. Conversion kits. Not gonna see a lot of that. Alright, I guess I'll just take your money for now. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything.
Bob,
You know what that junk
shipping
has
Bob
done
and
to my
Carla.
boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our
He
fault
meant
he's
it
strung
when he
out.
said it.
Now,
He
don't
really
make me
did.
come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Look, man, I've been thinking about this for a long, long time. I know what I'm talking about here.
Jeez,
Bullshit.
These two.
You can't just put something between two pieces of bread and claim it's a sandwich. Does that mean a loaf of bread is technically a bread sandwich?
Technically, yes, but you wouldn't eat it all at once like that, so it doesn't matter. How you hold it matters.
Talk all you want, man. You put that piece of Mirelurk meat between two pieces of bread, but it still ain't a sandwich.
Well, what the hell would you call it then?
Disgusting. That's what.
A surprisingly real conversation that happened in court here in the United States. Legendary. They had to define what constituted a sandwich. I believe the legal definition ended up being there's two separate pieces of sandwich, or separate pieces of bread, sandwich, with something in between as a sandwich. And I think that was like, it was like between like a manufacturer and like a, come back, come here. And some sort of like a small-time distributor who's just like, you know, they made this sandwich, or it was a hoagie, which is, you know, just like a big hot dog, bun, whatever. In the end, the definition of a sandwich is what it came down to. It's like, this is a sandwich because it has two separate pieces of bread, and this is not. So it was different enough, evidently. I think it's fine. Something that had to be discussed. What is a sandwich? Reminds me of a court case a long time ago that everyone liked to make fun of. What the definition of is. Oh, hey. This guy. Overgrown. Gnarly. Yeah, I can't get back here. Doesn't seem like I can do anything with it though, but okay. Search decaying corpse, almost unbearable, but you manage to keep it together and look carefully through the dead man's pockets. Seems to possess nothing of value except a plain-looking booklet titled the T-39 ACP Operation Manual. Let's look through that thing. Man, skim read the first few pages, learn about some of the cockpit panels, basic steering, as well as something called a fusion cartridge, which we use to give the APC power to drive. With this knowledge, you should be able to drive it back to Sanctuary for further maintenance. However, it's probably a good idea to check for fusion cartridges inside the reactor, otherwise you won't be going anywhere. Alright. Box holding manual, you deduct. Fusion cartridge was either used up or taken out. You figure to look around, probably find a spare one. Should look something like a fusion core. Look at that. Insert that bad boy. And travel to Sanctuary. Upon arrival, the cartridge ran out of juice. Probably degraded over the years, but you managed to craft one using a fusion core and 2 bits of acid for a few more trips. Constellation. With the Constellation in the manual, you perform most of the checks. So there's just a few rewiring here and there. The APC is here and there. The APC is not mostly. I think that was supposed to be now mostly working order. You spend the rest of the day moving things around, make the place feel more homely. I think they wanted to say homey, not homely. Now you need a couple of tier upgrades, and you'll have a fully functional mobile base. This place is homely. It's very plain. All right, so we got a bed. We got a place we could sit. Crafting. Okay, we'll unpack this crate. Hey. Should be able to mix basic chemicals, craft simple supplies, explosives using this device. It's a chem station. Huzzah. Alright, and now we got all kinds of drawers, cabinets. This is a save station. This is really cool because even though I'm on survival mode, if I want to be able to drop a save, I can just drop a save here instead of having to take a nap. Okay. All right, so we need upgrade packs. I don't have any. I need one. I think this is part of the same thing. Yeah, 2, 3. Need 3 upgrade packs. Let's see here. We'll find it. Maybe. There it is. I got one. I need some more screws. Let's do food, armor, and weapons. Which one? Let's do food. Alright, so we got ourselves a cooking supply. We got ourselves a water supply. This one's really cool because you can just take a drink. If you have empty bottles, you can fill them up here. Let's see here. Of course, you can deposit things. It works kind of like it's a mobile base. It's honestly what it is. And here is where you can set up to go places. It's really neat. Be able to go run around and do this. Let's go ahead and drop a save. Alright, went a little over today because, you know, technical difficulties and whatnot. Bob's been having some pretty, you know, shocking revelations in his dreams, pretty bad nightmares. And that'll keep him shaken up for a while. We're going to keep working on Bob and get him to the point where he is who he is, which is he's going to be the hero of this story. I want to thank everyone who popped in, watched for a little bit, and for anyone who wants to watch this later on, you know, it'll be up on Twitch for a bit, of course. If you want to check me out on Twitter, up there at the top left is my Twitter handle, GamerJahn, GAMRJHN. That's what I usually post. Yeah, usually about an hour before I go to actually start streaming. I'll go there and, you know, take a look at our comments and whatnot. Anyone who comes by and watches, thank you very much. Take care of each other and yourselves, because that's all we got. Bye bye.